Welcome back. Damn. Straight to me. God. Welcome back to another episode of Toast Man Podcast. Yes,
Guys,
cast.
Yes.
Muchachos, welcome back. Another Monday Night Live. Trying it for the month of February, as everybody knows by now, maybe, hopefully. Listen to the last episode. We got the, as Miguel would like to say, the four suspects. Four locutores. I'm just telling everybody shit, no?
Because four suspects, I think that's wrong, dude.
Oh, Rome said that?
Yeah, dude.
I would say the usual suspects.
There you go. Okay.
it's one of those like te copió la tarea. Like, all right, but
I
not
would
word
never,
for word, no?
I would never do that, dude. But anyway,
I can.
I don't have to chat anymore, dude. But yeah, it's the muchachos. Welcome back. We did experience the big game yesterday. A quick thought. You guys okay? KC won. I know Romero's he wanted KC to win. Miguel, KC, thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, overall game, thumbs up, thumbs down.
The game was pretty good. I'll say this. The game was
Fire, no?
at the end. It was the end was pretty fire.
I think the whole thing was like super consistent, which I liked. Romero, yes, thumbs up, right, on the game.
Thumbs up 100%.
Okay, and he doesn't want to say more. Tank, anything you want to add to that? Thumbs up on the game, thumbs down, middle. It was kind of whatever.
On the game, I want to say I was expecting. Well, I guess realistically, both have really good defense, but I was expecting a little bit more touchdowns. So a veces sí se ponía boring, as you know, like because you want that like touchdown excitement y todo.
Mhm.
Pero like viéndolo, o sea, el partido que like how the defense was dominating, like it was like a really good game.
Talking to a couple of people here, and obviously there's San Francisco here in Cali. There's a lot of people that I know that are 49ers fans, and we did come to a conclusion, dude, that overall as a team, yeah, we did say 49ers had a better team as far as offense, defense, but they were missing the quarterback.
In the first half,
Dude, both of them were kind of like off, right? And I feel like throughout the whole game, eventually it came down to, like OT. In this case, I went all the way to OT, and who the fuck was going to clutch? And honestly, for me, Mahomes is probably the best quarterback right now.
Dude, and I was going to say, notó la diferencia de este experience and
hell yeah.
like clutchness. O sea, que like Mahomes took it and he was like, oh, like I'm about to do this shit right now. Like,
okay, dude.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you think about Purdy was what like number 262 on the draft.
Last draft, dude. Last one.
It was the last draft pick, dude. So and that's the last person you expect to lead a team to the Super Bowl.
Dude, and don't get me wrong, he played good, especially at the end. He played good, but not good enough in this case to like Tua Mahomes. That's I feel where you could tell. And I don't know if he could get better than this as far as like get better because he's good now. I don't know if he could get even better or he's just gonna stay consistent. And I don't know because I feel like
Mahomes?
Purdy, because Mahomes could. I feel like he's already like elite. He's already like top notch.
I think Purdy.
Still young though.
He's very young. Yeah.
Because what was it like his first full season or some shit like that?
Purdy, yeah.
Like healthy season. So I mean, yeah, dude, todavía tiene mucho.
Well, I'm excited, dude. Definitely excited for next season because there's a lot of young quarterbacks, not just in the Packers, but obviously San Francisco. You got somebody, I forgot the guy's name, in the Texans.
Oh, yeah.
And that's pretty good too. So, but anyways, muchachos, let's get to what are we drinking. I think Miguel today you got Triple H. Am I correct, Miguel?
No, dude, you're incorrect.
Okay, I am correct. Romero, we'll start off with you, dude. What you got going on?
I saw Ron was about to say something. No.
No, es que me confundí porque we're gonna do.
Yeah, I think the Triple H is hasta al final, dude.
Yeah. Is that what it is now? Sorry, guys.
I think you're confusing Triple H for tasting trials.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Wait, but you fell for it too because you thought it was it, no? Because you're like, or no?
Oh no! I was just like, a ver qué dice, you know.
I was just confused, no? Like,
I saw Rome trying. He was about to say something. That's why I was trying to wink at him. Like, dude, just go with it, right?
Wow. Romero, I know you're feeling a little under the weather.
I am a little under the weather, battling through. So I decided to go with just some coffee, calientito.
Okay.
But I do have screwball.
Ooh.
So I put some screwball in my coffee.
Dude, that shit looks pretty nice with the little lantern in the back, or I don't know if it's a lantern or an actual candle.
Aquí.
Dude, no te hagas, dude. Esa se la robaste al padre, dude. Con las mismas que he visto en la misa, dude.
Como Rome is having a Valentine's Day by himself, ¿no?
Es que es poquito
Sí,
porque es
Todo
bendito.
romántico,
dude.
era.
Con
Poquito que es
razón, dude.
bendito. I like that, dude. But Tank, what you got going on?
I got the tasting trials,
So
dude.
Tank is the tasting trial, so it goes at the
Yeah.
end. Dude.
We almost were ready, 100%. You guys saw that? We were on time, like almost, dude. All right, well, I guess I'll it's my turn. Last time me and Tank were playing on Friday. Was it Friday, Tank, where we played Rocket League a little bit? It was
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday. Yeah.
And then I had a little bit of Presidente, so I put a little bit of Presidente with Coke.
Okay.
Fire, dude.
Okay.
Fire.
Dude, y como te digo, like, ya tenía mucho que I hadn't heard anybody drinking, like,
It's been a
Presidente.
while, dude.
It's really good, dude.
Yeah,
Been a long while, dude.
that was my shit back in the day, dude.
Fuck yeah. Pues ahora sí, let me try to get it right. Tank, I heard you have tasting
Well,
trials.
before
bro.
you move on, dude, I
Miguel?
want to know what Miguel is drinking.
Oh my
Dude, like,
god. I'm never opening the damn fucking podcast again. Podcast, no?
Podcast.
podcast.
About what you got,
Just Woodford Reserve, just by itself. No ice.
Okay.
Miguel? No ice.
Just
Okay.
hot whiskey, dude.
I
Oh,
was about to
shit.
say, that shit was hot as fuck. The cup's not even sweaty or anything like that.
Oh no, dude. Calentito, dude.
Fuck it, dude.
Está más caliente que Alicia Keys after the halftime show, dude.
God damn. But you guys want to introduce it just in case I fuck up? Okay.
Okay, you got tasting trials, right? So
Yeah.
for all the listeners, lower down your volumes.
Oh shit, for real, dude. No fucking lie.
Here we go.
I'm ready, dude.
So I made a spicy paloma, dude.
Damn.
I didn't rim the glass though, like as you can see, dude. Y la hice aquí bien clandestinamente en un mason jar, dude.
Mason jar, you know?
So you pretty much put jalapenos, agave, and I think it was like lime juice, and like mueles los jalapenos, and ya después le puse grapefruit juice,
Uh-huh.
freshly squeezed, because it said it
Nice,
was important, like
Yeah.
para que sepa más acá. Y yo no le puse like grapefruit was that sparkling water. I just put like regular like sparkling water or like lo que fuera del Aldi.
Mhm.
Y yeah, dude. And I made this because they served it at Omar's wedding, and I remember it was like really fucking good. And I was asking them, no se acordaban like what it was, because there's like margaritas and then there's paloma, and I was like, chinga su madre, una paloma, dude.
Fuck it.
So
dude.
yeah.
I should look nice, dude.
Yeah.
Va, pues just a little cheers. We already have aquí the first comment, muchachos. Javier Serra. Yo, what's up? Bring some over.
Y sí,
Quiero un poquito del drink.
Me dice que ya están que haga sus mason jars on the go.
Oh,
Oh,
cheers,
Salud,
cheers.
salud.
Mm.
Ay, ay, ay.
You guys want to give me a quick rating on that halftime show?
First, it's on the drink, dude.
Ah, yeah. I'm
aquí te el
gonna
micrófono, ¿no? Like,
let you guys ask me the question, okay?
salud.
Saludos,
saludos.
Javier.
Bartek, how's the drink even though you already tried it?
I still rate it 10 out of 10, dude. Like
Oh,
at least
shit.
for me, it's like really good. It's literally like a paloma, but like with that spiciness. So
No spice?
like, yeah,
The jalapeno?
sí, güey. Más,
Nice.
ahora no me voy a poner los contacts, dude, ahorita, porque si no, luego voy a estar with my fucking eyes all watery, dude.
All
But
red and shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, going on to your question, Johnny Boy.
Mhm.
So, what did everybody think about the Super Bowl or the halftime show? Right
Quick
now,
rating.
I think it depends on which halftime show you're talking about.
The Usher segment.
Okay, because there was the Usher one and there was the SpongeBob one. I don't know if you guys saw
didn't.
or
Oh, I
seen the
didn't.
stuff.
Yes.
In Nickelodeon, estaban pasando el Super Bowl. I think we got to like the third quarter, and we decided, you know what, let's switch it over. We switched, dude. From now on, I have to watch a Super Bowl from Nickelodeon, dude. There is nothing better than hearing SpongeBob and Patrick just like make fun of all the players, the coaches, and
Really?
everything, and like, and it's the actual voice actors that were in there, dude. That shit was hilarious, dude. It was just it was very entertaining to
So it
watch,
was
dude.
not because I know I had heard they wanted to do like an animated version real time. Was it animated or no?
Yeah, dude. So
Yeah.
they were like the characters were animated, but the voice actors were there, and like they had the suit on because they showed up behind the scenes, right? So they had the
Yeah.
suit on. They had this ridiculous phone in front of their faces, which is to like get their face and like that way, it could get like the animation could pick it up, right?
Ah,
So it was
mhm.
real time, dude.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
haz
Uh,
de cuenta un Snapchat filter, ¿no? Like,
As
yeah,
a filter,
yeah.
pretty much.
parecido, dude. It was dude. It was hilarious, dude. Like,
Dude, I
I,
did see.
not
I
gonna
was
lie.
seeing pictures on or like different stuff on TikTok, and they would had
Mhm.
like I guess Patrick Mahomes was sitting down, and then they showed him like with a hat or something.
Yeah,
So
Mm,
they were putting filters on like the players and shit with their all
yeah.
yeah, dude.
mad or
On the
whatever they were.
players and like I say, so like we went to go watch it at Cassie's house, right? And Cassie's not really a big football fan, so no le entiende las rules. Now the craziest part is whenever there's a penalty, Dora from Dora the Explorer would come out and would explain to you
Oh
what
shit!
was what was like what went wrong, what was the penalty, why were they penalizing, how for how much, right?
Yeah,
And it was like, oh shit, like this is fucking
that's
dude. I was
crazy.
like, dude,
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is fucking good,
Are
dude.
you able to watch the replay somewhere or no?
I'm
I
not
would
sure if
assume
you
you could.
I would think you probably could somewhere. Uh, what would it be like with Nickelodeon's Paramount, right?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure
that's
there's
right.
probably clips out there. No,
Y
for
ahorita
Oh,
el
sure.
there's
Romero,
For,
¿no?
clips,
for
dude.
sure,
Like
like on TikTok or Facebook or
I
whatever.
sent you some, Johnny boy.
Ahorita
Yeah,
el Romero like buying the Nickelodeon Super
and
Bowl
Paramount Plus, no?
replay.com, no? Like,
He would, dude. You know him.
yeah,
Dude,
but
I'm telling you,
as far
that
as
shit
like
is
the
fucking
Usher,
cool.
like all I'm gonna say, dude, I don't have a girl, right? But if I did, and Usher or whoever fucking was hugging on her like that, dude, fuck, dude, like we'd have problems, dude. Like,
There's a lot of videos of all that shit. Like her getting home. ¿Cómo se llama? Swiss Beats, no, or
Swiss
something like
Beats,
that.
yeah.
Swiss Pizza.
Like talking shit and like, whoa, yeah, where were you? I was like, well, I told you I went to work. It's like, what you mean? But with who? It's funny, dude. Like how they start clowning at everybody for sure. But again, quick rating, 1 to 10. What would you guys rate the whole performance as far as Usher?
Uh, I would give it
Uh,
a
8,
Yeah.
9.
yeah. I was gonna say like around an 8.
Damn,
No.
that's a high one.
8 or yeah, 8.
Yeah, Romero, 8, 9.
Yeah, somewhere like 8.5. It left me wanting more.
Okay, maybe you
Like
stick
it
with that.
was, yeah.
So at first I was like, oh, like there was parts I really really liked, but then afterwards I started finding out like little bits and pieces. For example, when her came out, at first yo de pendejo, I was like, damn, she's doing a guitar riff and solo, like in the stage. Then you look at the clip and she's not actually playing the guitar, right? I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
damn.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, like I don't know. I would say the same thing, un ocho. Si hubiera sacado Justin Bieber, dude, un 9, ¿no? Pero pues no, un 8, dude.
Apparently, yo no lo escuché like live. I didn't notice it, pero there was also like también que Alicia Keys did not sound that great.
I think it was like the first note.
the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her voice cracked or
Un
something like
gallito.
that. Yeah.
Es que se le acercó Usher, dude, y ya sabía que a qué es lo que iba, dude.
It could be, dude.
Es que se le acercó y my boo. No,
No lie, dude. No way, pero see, yeah, I think I would rate it. Usher has fucking some bangers, dude, for sure, and obviously a lot of the
Oh,
songs we grew up with them,
hell yeah.
right, and stuff like that. But I just feel like, yeah, like for me, it's like a solid 6, dude. I think it could have been way better. I know, like last year's Rihanna performance, that shit was fire. Like just how everything was set up, and I
No
feel,
me acuerdo.
yeah, like she was
That's
up
your-
like in the
Embarazada, dude.
air, and there was like elevated, and then she came down. She
Oh,
danced
that's
blah, blah,
right.
blah.
Okay.
And with him, it was
Mhm.
just kind of
And
like
she was pregnant, dude.
and she was
Mhm.
pregnant. That's where I think she
Yeah.
announced it, no? But yeah, like Rihanna was pretty good.
Yeah, she had the big belly already.
Dude, I just found it funny how like nobody or like apparently everybody was guessing who the guests were, like the Will I
who's gonna come
Am
up?
y todos ellos. Like Jermaine Dupri cuando salió también.
What did he do? Like,
Oh,
why was he there? Like, what? don't understand that. He introduced Ludacris and Lil
I,
Jon, and that
I,
was
I
it.
think I don't know what song he introduced, but he introduced some song, kind of like.
Hmm.
But tenía los calcetines de Schoolgirl from back in the
I was
90s.
gonna say Schoolgirl
Oh
song.
shit! I gotta see that shit, dude.
You
And
haven't
then
seen
Will
it? Dude?
No, I guess I didn't pay attention.
the Will.i.am came out. People thought it was Kanye because he came out with the big ass helmet and shit.
For real, dude. My girl even said that. My girl's like, "Is that
No,
Kanye?" I was like, "No."
when her came out, like Cassie was like, "Oh, is that ¿cómo se llama? Esta la hija de Kanye Northwest?"
I saw that shit too
Yeah.
on.
También habíamos dicho eso
freaking-
aquí.
Yeah.
Ujú.
Oh, I see
Like,
that.
Dude, so who's and I asked this to Miguel and Cassie ayer, ayer.
Mm.
Who's an artist that you would like to see do a halftime show at the Super Bowl?
Boy, los Tres del Norte, they could do it.
He's still
They were
hyped
there
up about it.
for
No?
us,
They were there to
for
support the
us,
49ers, dude.
Oh yeah, they
for
were there.
us, yes.
Dude,
but
apparently,
I mean,
so
we-
me estaba diciendo, so they had the concert here on Saturday, and apparently they had sold tickets for an after show party, like event that they were doing. Era more like a baile, not like a concert.
Mhm.
And apparently they canceled that so they can like after
Go
the
to the Super
concert
Bowl?
fly back to make it to the Super Bowl.
pues si Taylor Swift se vino desde Japón, dude, que no se
That's
van a ir
fucking
ellos
true,
desde
dude.
aquí,
And
dude.
I think she had a
Chicago.
concert today, dude.
Damn. Yeah.
At Disney, ¿no? En el desfile.
No, I don't think she was
No.
going. Oh, speaking of that too, everybody thought that she was going to be here, but she already has her concerts. I mean, her tours out there in Asia, and I do know that today you could not buy tickets at all. Like even if you had like a key, I forgot what it's called, a magic key, kind of like a season pass or whatever. Like, kind of like it's relevant to that. It had like it was
Oh,
blacked
to
out.
Disney?
Yeah, today was like
Mhm.
sold out because it's one of those things where Mahomes kind of like he wins and then he'll come to Disneyland and he'll chill here and he'll show up through the parade like certain times in the parade they'll put him on and then he'll start kind of like waving and shit to people.
Hey, muchachos, how about we answer the question I asked, no?
For real, dude.
Se burlaron de mi respuesta, güey. ¿Qué quieres que yo haga?
That's true, dude, yeah. You guys did laugh about Romero.
Dije, nadie estaba diciendo nada. I gotta fill the dead air, and I threw a
But
suggestion.
let me add
I
up.
just became everybody's
Realistically,
joke.
realistically, what's
A realistic.
Don't all
good
jump at once.
let see, yeah.
So, well, for me, Tank asked me like alguien Latino, right? And for the Latino, I was like the only one you could kind of go with was Bad Bunny.
Well, I didn't say I didn't necessarily say Latino. I had just said like whatever artist.
I think that's the one that switched it to
Yeah, she
Latino.
said Latino. Y también like that's the same thing I said. Like if we were going like Latino, I think honestly like Bad Bunny, dude. Because even as big as Peso Pluma is, I don't think he's like
That
has
crossover's
that
not
that
there yet.
crossover reach yet.
I agree. Bad Bunny. But as far as like English music, anybody wanna
Tank un Superman, no?
Ooh,
No mames.
Oh, mira.
Mm,
I mean, if we keep it Latino, but also in English, is still Pitbull. Has he done
Thought
a
about Pitbull
halftime
too.
show?
Mm.
I don't know.
I feel like
Uh,
I've seen him like an
I was just-
appearance or
I
something.
was just saying he came out,
I
no?
feel like he's been there, but I don't think it was his. But
Right.
I'm not. You know what? That's what Google exists, right? Let me.
Sí, güey, porque
Yeah,
pues
sure,
ese
güey.
güey anda donde quiera, ¿no? Like,
No lie, dude. No sé, dude. Because I even thought about like old school, like Madonna already came out. That's when she had the little oopsie with Justin Timberlake.
no way, that was Janet Jackson.
That was Janet Jackson.
Okay, so Madonna then.
She
I'm sure
came
she's
out
done
already?
a Super Bowl.
yeah, she's done a Super Bowl already. And I think as recent as like 2012, 13, algo así.
Damn. So Madonna did it. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Prince did it también before he passed away, no? I think
Sí.
Prince was doing
I
it.
was gonna say,
Last year, no was.
sí, güey.
Ah, boy, pero no se van a burlar de él porque tan que dijo realistic.
Y sí, eh.
Let's see, dude. Like
I don't know.
I'll look up the list of who has been who, dude. All right.
Mhm.
So obviously, in 2024 was Usher, right? 2023 was Rihanna. 2022 was Dr. Dre.
That was a good one.
Mhm,
That was Chain
that was
LA.
good.
2021 was The Weeknd.
I remember that.
That was lame.
2020
Yeah.
was Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
That's pretty cool. There's a Netflix documentary on that, by the way, guys. It's pretty cool.
I just
Twenty-nine.
because everybody's talking about it. Okay, apparently J-Lo was not happy about sharing the stage with Shakira.
And she
Something
goes
like that,
out
yeah.
there and she kind of says something about it in the documentary.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like 2019 was Maroon 5. 2018 was Justin Timberlake. 2017 was Lady Gaga. 2016 was Coldplay. 2015 was
Mhm.
Katy Perry.
The Katy Perry one was
Sharks.
pretty
2014 was
good.
Bruno
Yeah.
Mars. Oh, with the Sharks, yeah.
I remember
Mhm.
Bruno Mars too.
2013 was Beyonce. 2012 was Madonna.
Billions.
2011 was the Black Eyed Peas. I feel like that one was kind of lame, right?
I don't remember.
2010 was The Who.
Oh, dude. If
Yeah.
anything, I would put probably NSYNC.
Damn, dude. Have an NSYNC or... Dude,
Reunion.
¿te imaginas una
Backstreet
NSYNC y
Boys?
Backstreet Boys, dude? Combo, dude?
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I mean, you guys top that off. Who would you guys put? I doubt it.
A ver, gánenme, no,
Claro que
gánenme.
yo, ¿no? Like,
Look, we just built on yours, right? But está bien,
Okay.
dude. Está bien.
But yeah,
no, Jay-Z, si necesitas esa ayuda, ¿no? Like, ideas, like,
yeah, but for sure, NSYNC. NSYNC would be one of those things where, yeah, that'll be pretty fire. And they have fucking bunch of hits too.
okay.
So that'll be pretty nice. We'll see. We'll see when it happens. I don't think they've announced where the next Super Bowl is at, right? It's not like a wrestling
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I think it's New Orleans. Yeah.
New Orleans.
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah.
I did not. They announced it yesterday,
I
or
don't,
I didn't notice it.
I
I
don't
forgot
remember.
when they announced it, but they've announced it already before.
Mhm.
New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah. Honestly, I would like, even though I don't think his music's a little bit more así chill y todo, I think either Drake or Post Malone would put a pretty good.
Post Malone, he sang something at the beginning, right?
I
Was it
don't
like
know.
that great?
All I know is he had the
I think
Cowboys
so.
fucking jacket.
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah. He had
As
the
what?
Bud Light commercial.
Oh yeah, but like he's sponsored by Bud Light, dude.
Yeah.
So
But like, if you're listening, no, like,
we do like to drink, no? Yeah, dude. No, but yeah, overall, again, good game. I guess obviously, yeah, Kansas City was the better team for sure. I think I could agree on that. Just as a fan, as a football fan in general.
I really think it was anybody's game.
Yeah, I guess at some point,
It looked like
Like-
it at some points, pero honestly, like Kansas was just like they had a really bad first half. Second half, they came out and they were just
on point.
They felt more
Yeah, dude.
confident.
I
For
think,
sure.
they were way more confident than San Francisco was.
and I
Coming
think
back. Yeah,
I think Kessie's brother was like saying that he was kind of like, oh, like it's those 49ers better take advantage that they're like, I guess, quote unquote, dominating like the first
Yeah.
half, because he's like, it seems like, you know, Kansas City is just kind of like trying to stick there, but like 1 second half comes, he's like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna turn that shit back on, and
Sure enough.
es que les dijeron, dude, si no ganan, les vamos a mandar Usher con todas sus esposas, ¿eh? Le dijeron, no, pues we gotta like kick it in, dude, you know?
Sí, sí, sí. El Kelsey, no, my Taylor, no. Like,
Like Taylor, you know?
I cannot allow that.
He's see, dude.
Wow, muchachos, pues, I'm gonna switch it up on you guys real quick, if that's cool. You
Not
guys
really.
know you guys do know I'm all over the place today,
Oh,
So-
we could tell from the beginning. Dude.
and for no reason, dude.
Well, look, it's just today, dude. It's just today. So
Thankfully,
no
dude,
worries.
'cause usually I'm pretty on point. Michelle, my niece Michelle, she shared some news, guys. So I wanted to let you guys know and see what you guys thought about this. She got a letter from the school where Ariana goes to, and it pretty much says this: we reach out today to inform you of the signage posted around all Chicago public schools and CPS authorized charter and contract schools, including the school that she goes to. As referred as in the link, CPS communication, this practice is not new. However, Additional signage marks the most recent affirming step in supporting our transgender, non binary, and gender non conforming scholars. When you visit a school, CPS school, you will see signage indicating whether a given restroom is gender neutral or inclusive. Gender neutral restrooms are single use, one person at a time. Gender inclusive restrooms are multi stalled. This change intends to enable individuals to use the restroom that aligns with and affirms their gender identity. Some of the signage that says scholars or staff have access to the gender neutral restrooms. This bathroom is closest to what you have at home. It's used for one person at a time and it's not for any specific gender. Scholars have access to gender affirming restrooms noted by signs saying boy plus or girl plus. The plus sign means inclusive and enables individuals whose identity best aligns with either option to use the restroom facility of their choosing.
Mhm.
So, one of the things that I guess when she kind of brought it up to my attention was, or she shared the news, right? She's like, "Oh, are they making any changes over there in Cali with the bathrooms in schools?" I said, "Not that I know of," and sure enough, like nothing has really been said. She says that obviously, one, I guess she wasn't ready for it. It was something where, even though it says it's not new, she says that they really never give them an opportunity to be like, "Hey, heads up, starting March 1st, like we're gonna start this new thing, this new rule, and blah blah blah." She says that one day Ariana just got home from school and she was like, "Oh, there was a boy in the restroom." She was like, "A boy?" She's like, "Yeah, there was somebody in the restroom. She was a boy." And then when she started doing some research and she saw emails and she saw exactly what they were doing, she was like, "I'm not against what they're trying to do." She was like, "I'm just, I guess, in a sense, I was more against like I didn't give me enough time to talk to my daughter about certain things that I guess I haven't or I should have talked to her before or not." Um, but it's something I guess where she also saying that there was a strike like outside certain schools where
Mhm.
people are against it, right? People are against it. Um, how do you guys feel about that? I mean, I know Miguel Chiquis is a little older. I know
Mhm.
she's more aware of stuff. So how would you feel in this case if you had, say, a 7-year-old? I know Romero has young kids too, but how would you feel if Chiquis was like 7? Maybe you haven't really talked to her about anything like transgender or being gay or whatever it might be, but would you be okay? Are you for what they're doing, or is it something where it's a nay?
So, in her high school, starting freshman year, yeah, that was already implemented. There was a gender neutral bathroom. There was, like all that was already there in Hancock. Sorry, Hancock is the Chiqui school, Kennedy, and right, I was like, well, for a minute, I forgot, right? But like, yeah, eso ya estaba. So, and what they did is, the gender neutral bathrooms, like if you were in the LGBT plus like program, or like not program but like after school stuff, or like a group, right? Te daban una llave, and you were able to use that bathroom with that key, right? At first it was open for like whoever wanted, whoever identified as that could use it, but they had to change how they would do things because there was a lot of people that would go in just to have sex in
Oh
the
shit!
bathroom. And what's it called? Sí, dude, pues si en Bogans arriba de los pinches the wrestling match se echaban uno al otro, ¿no? So, like, pues que no van a hacer en el baño privado, ¿no? Pero, so yeah, like, that was, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, that's weird, right? And she was like, so I haven't, I've talked to Chiquis about that stuff, but it's more because she talks to me about it, right? She'll be like, oh, like, Chiquis is very, very like LGBTQ plus, like a supporter and everything. Like she's really into all that stuff, and like a lot of the younger generation is. And yeah, honestly, ellos saben más que uno, dude. I was still on the whole like, oh well, I mean, how many, not to get political, but like how many genders is there, right? And then Chiquis would come, she's like, oh, there's a lot. I'm like, a lot? What the hell? So then I have to kind of adapt of like, to me, I have to learn what's the difference between a uh, a gender and a sexual preference, right? Because to me, some of these sound like sexual preferences, but they're not. They're genders, right? So from there, like I talked to Cassie, and Cassie's like, in the medical field, you have to learn all the genders as well. She's like, there's a lot of them, right? So you have to kind of like pick up and like look at all of them. So there's a lot out there that we just know. Like honestly, like I had no fucking clue, dude. Like I was very uninformed. Me sentía bien pendejo, no ahí. Pero I feel like when it comes to children, like when they're younger, right? Because I'm talking about high school, right? And even in high school, there's a lot of people that are going to be like, you know what, they're against it. And there's some parents, even in chicken school, that are against that kind of stuff. And especially like como tú dices en el baño, right? Where it's like it's the regular bathroom, and if you identify as a different gender, or like are you able to go into that bathroom? I I think there it's where it's a little iffy, right? Because it's like you want everybody to be comfortable. You want everybody to have a space, right? But at the same time, you want everybody to feel safe as well. So like both sides, right? Where it's like, for example, like the little girls, and they're in the girls' bathroom, and the little boys are in the boys' bathroom. You want them to feel comfortable as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's a very tricky area, right? Where it's like, uh, how do you arrange that, especially as little kids, right? Like in grammar school. So if they're gonna have gender neutral bathrooms, like I'm for that. Um, like having um having transgender girls go into the girls' bathroom, I feel like it's it could be strange, and it could be very worrying, right? Because as your parent, like obviously we know how the world is. We know that there's dangers everywhere, and we protect our kids as much as we can, right? And again, not trying to say anything, because I feel like it's very hard to say stuff without you como que you're like, you know what, no, I'm not no soy un culero, ¿verdad? Pero pues at the end of the day, it is a little sketchy thing, right? So, or it is a tricky subject, should I say? I think I'm for gender neutral bathrooms. Uh, Having trans people going to other bathrooms, like with what do they call them, cis girls, and transgender going to cis boys bathrooms. I think there could be a lot of parents are not okay with it, because again, you want your child to be safe. You don't know who quién puede entrar, or qué mañas tienen. Like I mean, just in Bogan, we saw that there was that like special ed kids were getting sexually molested in the bathrooms, right? So it's stuff like that where you're like, it happens, and you want to make sure your kid is in the least amount of danger as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very weird subject, dude.
Yep. Okay. Romero.
Real quick here, we have so Michelle says, I'm a supporter. The world is changing, and these are part of the changes. Acceptance. My thing is other issues. My brain goes straight to other stuff. My child's safety. If a male identifies as female, he's now allowed to be in the washroom with my child.
The washroom my child is using.
Yes, sorry. So and I'm with that, right? I kind of follow that same train of thought. Because we even before even getting to the bathrooms and which ones they can use or not, it goes back to that, right? Like you, to a certain degree, as a parent, it could be a traditionalist or not, but you do worry about your child's safety, right? Siempre se dice like, oh, well, if it's a girl, a boy going to a girl's washroom, se ve diferente than a boy who's like doing the other thing around. So, but the point being is safety is first, and I do think I'm like, yeah, that's where the world is changing into that sense of acceptance and allowing people to feel comfortable, but also allowing people to feel safe. Now we're not trading one safety over the other and making you feel like, oh well, it is what it is, and that's what we're going with, and just allowing people to use different restrooms. I think you know if you're non-binary, if you know don't identify as the gender that you were born with, you should have the right to go use a washroom that you're comfortable. But in this case, it will be that gender neutral. Like, I don't think that a boy who identifies as a girl should use that washroom. I think they would then, like, to feel comfortable and safe, go to the gender neutral one. I that because then it also causes confusion, right? Like, we're obviously trying to be inclusive and not make anybody feel bad. Again, we want people to feel safe and comfortable. So, but it feels like at times if we do that, in the sense of bathrooms, like if we're anybody's able to use any bathroom based on how they feel today, it does create some sort of confusion. It also creates some sort of trauma for those who don't feel comfortable welcoming others into the bathroom that they're comfortable in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think a happy when you were first reading it, I'm like, oh well, that's good that there's a gender neutral bathroom that they can use where they feel comfortable, feel safe. Um, but it does get a little, the line there gets a little blurry once you're like, I'm gonna use the opposite sex bathroom because I'm just gonna identify today as this, or maybe it's not a today thing. It's how you identify yourself, but it's that's the hard part also because we're talking about younger kids. Like, do you really know? You might say that you do. I didn't live that reality, so I can't say like how young or how old you need to be to claim your stay and say that this is who you are. You're kind of discovering that, but in the meantime, allowing them to have a safe space, and in this case, the bathroom being a gender neutral bathroom, then so be it. Um, but I am not sure I'm okay with crossing bathrooms.
Before Tank gives his opinion, I just want to say a lot of stuff. I know it's just, we've done this before where we touch certain topics that are very delicate, right? It's a delicate situation. It might be delicate, and I know and I'll speak for all of us here. I know we don't mean like our thoughts. We have them in the right place, and I know we mean not to harm anybody. If you do, for whatever reason, do identify yourself as whatever you want to identify yourself. Obviously, I know we respect that. This is obviously just an opinion as far as what. And again, Miguel brought something up too. I think I don't know. Maybe it was Romero. It's a cultural thing that we have. It's something that we didn't grow up with that. So it is something that we do have to, in a way, accept because the world is changing, and it is something that's gonna probably happen everywhere else. I'm sure other countries are not. Some countries are not gonna be okay with it, but it's gonna be accepted in a lot of places. But again, just our opinion, not trying to offend anybody in any possible way. We definitely try to respect everyone else besides each other here because everybody bullies me and they hate me. But anyway, Tank, what do you think? Give me your thoughts.
Um, I think my kind of thoughts are similar.
Mhm.
Because so no sé si no entendí bien. Like the bathroom that they have, that's for the gender neutral bathroom.
The what?
El baño.
Mhm.
Because como dice Rome, like if they have like a bathroom that's gender neutral, that's I guess designated and assigned for that purpose. Um, especially like como dices, like I think when they're younger, like it's such a sensitive subject or a sensitive thing más que nada. Because I know like going to even high school, o sea, like the high school level, me pondría a pensar like, damn, like I know that there's people out there que nada más por meterse al baño de las mujeres van a decir, oh, I identify as this.
Yeah.
And nada más por meterse without actually like, and at that point, it's like, well, ¿qué les puedes decir?
You can't even
Like,
question. You can't
right,
question it because they, in some way, they would feel attacked of whatever the question is.
right. So también for that, like purposes like those and stuff, I think, for example, like what Chiqui School did is a good solution where it's like, tenemos este baño. If you identify yourself as, like something other than, will give you access to that washroom. Y así tenemos, some sort of, ¿cómo te diré?
Control.
Yeah, control as far as like no pueden pasar esas cosas. Porque pues at the same time, I feel like you could put in danger everyone, honestly.
Mhm.
Like como te digo, like un guy que diga like nomás por estar de mamón, like why identify as this? And now like everybody that's in the washroom, whether you're consider yourself whether you're the nacimiento like female or you consider yourself female, like you put yourself or everybody's at risk pretty much. De que algo, whatever the
Mhm.
case may be. So yeah, I think I guess the way I would think about going is eso. And even también for like the younger, it's the elementary schools or whatever the case. Just to y pues también I don't know, like I don't know what legal actions can come out of que pase algo like a situation, and like que van a decir, oh well, now this was ¿cómo se llama? Uh, fuck, se me fue la palabra, güey. Pero ¿cómo se llama? Kind of like you didn't prevent this situation from happening, so like maybe there's a legal action someone could take now. So I think just for um like everybody sería mejor así as far as like having a bathroom that's like whatever gender you identify as, that's like y como dice Romero también, like um maybe you feel more comfortable going to a washroom like that than saying I identify as a boy and then going into a boy's bathroom. Like I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure they would like como dices tú, like they might get bullied.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to the other, other gender bathroom. So I think having just a gender neutral bathroom, I feel like it's to protect everybody, right? It's to protect them, like anybody that's trans, anybody that's identifies anything else, uh, from getting bullied, from being algo que les vaya a pasar, because pues kids are horrible, dude. We
Yeah.
all know kids are fucking
Yeah.
horrible, dude. Like we were all there. We were all there. Like we were all kids. And like if this would have happened during our time, like I'm sure that los aquí los cuatro, si nos andábamos cagando y el único baño que era el de las mujeres, we would definitely be like, you know what, I'm a woman for today because quiero ir a cagar, like we would, right, 100%,
Y
right?
están más limpios.
Y está mal, yeah,
Supposedly, dude.
So,
Supposedly.
yeah.
No, and let me tell you why.
Es lo que
Supposedly.
pensamos nosotros.
Yeah, no. Let me
and
tell you why. Supposedly.
there's a couch. Usually there's a couch in the girls' bathroom.
When
Why? I don't know. But usually, like I know in movies and stuff like that, there's always the couch in girls' bathrooms. In the guys' bathrooms, all we have is just like piss on the
stall.
floor by the urinal, dude.
So when I used
And if lucky, you get toilet paper.
that's true. Dude.
And
When
if
I used to
you're
work
lucky-
at Nordstrom, and I would have to clear like the store because I used to work in loss prevention, and I would have to individually, literally go corner to corner, right? And one of the places I would go, I would have to go into the bathroom. So I would go into the bathroom and I would open like the stalls to see if there was no one there. Same thing with the women's bathroom, bro. Trust me, like I'm not. Well, at least based on what I saw on 3 different stores,
Pero
the
pues
women's
tienes que
bathroom
decirles
was
que vas a entrar,
pretty
güey.
bad.
No,
Sí,
sí,
les-
zurrada les vas a entrar ahí. It's
So-
kind of dirty in here, guys.
But
Goddamn, no, like over and out, no. Like,
but definitely a good point. Good point on what you're saying. And I think I feel like eventually if this is something it's new, especially for kids in elementary, I feel like it is going to create a lot of tension, whether you accept it or not. You accept the fact that there's people that identify differently, and you accept that part. You're still kind of like, wait, but my child, the safety part that you guys were talking about. Obviously, it's a huge thing, which I know maybe they're not gonna feel okay with. I do know that
So Michelle says, we're definitely LGBTQ accepting. I think the way the school went about it was wrong. Not all parents are on the parent console, so fair warning would be great for us to speak to our kids. That's a
It-
fair point too.
Yeah, I guess like I said, she was just kind of thrown with that
Mhm.
situation. I was like, oh, today we're gonna roll out, blah blah blah. Um, but I do know, and I'm sure you guys done it in the past. You know, I know my girl's really good with talking to the girls. In this case, in my end, she talks to them about, hey, you know, nobody's allowed to touch you. Make sure you keep your hands to
Mhm.
yourself, type of thing. And in this case, my girls on my end, they grown up with people that you know that identify as gay, and they, you know, we kind of explain to them, you know, love is love type of thing, you know, and it's okay. So in the beginning, I do remember there, like in this case, Tina, as she was growing up, she would think that it was, I don't want to say it was weird, but it, you know, she saw mom and dad, and then randomly she saw, you know, like a guy and a guy or a girl and a girl or whatever. So she felt a little bit confused. But as we as parents, we would try to reassure her, and we let them know like, hey, they love each other. That's the way they feel, and it's okay. And then obviously her growing up and seeing that they're good people, not, you know, not just to them, but you know, to us. I think that's definitely something to you know, I guess start early,
Mhm.
start having some sort of conversation like that a little early in life. And I think
But I'll say this though, right? Like having conversations early, like for sure. Especially again, going to that statement that Michelle said, like the world is changing, and it's so like it's great being inclusive. Um, but I think like I still struggle a little bit with um like at school, right? Like being so young and putting that in front of them, like does that confuse them in any way? And then this comes from a place of total ignorance because I don't know any better. But it's like, does introducing that concept so engraved into their lives of like you have this option, which one are you going to choose? Does that like long term confuse them a little bit, right?
Pues sí, dude,
So
mira, todos los pobres niños que le pusieron la camisa a la América, dude, y ahora ya, por desgracia, dude, no,
damn, dude,
pues,
kick this motherfucker out, dude. We are having such a good conversation. Ponla de la
um,
14, dude, de una vez, ya para
Well, to
fucking
be
get it
honest,
out the way, dude.
I feel like lo digo porque like I remember like when I was going to high school, like a lot of the girls seemed to have that stage where they were like, oh, like maybe I'm into girls, you know, y tenían that
mhm,
curiosity. So I think that curiosity is gonna come regardless, porque nosotros no nacimos with that, you know, de que había different genders y todo eso.
Mhm.
And I guess in this case, the norm, quote unquote, was being, you know, like heterosexual, you know. Like everybody grew up, or
mhm.
most people grew up, I should say, watching, you know, or like seeing, you know, like a man and a woman, pero todos most tenían that curiosity of like, oh, like maybe this or maybe I, you know. So I think it's even if you don't, it's still gonna come. And I don't know, maybe that's just part of como
So
dices, like finding yourself, be like
mm,
who you are, what you're into, y eso. So yeah.
I mean,
yes,
I mean, I just real quick. So I think that there's also so if we're shifting things that way, right, to the point where like CPS is making this change, or public schools are making this change. Great. Like as they're finding solutions for it, I think it's also a call for like new architecture to figure out how do you maximize the space to create even amount of space for in this case 3 bathrooms, right? Like a gender neutral female and male bathroom. Like if we're kind of adapting that also like from like
dude, y los locker rooms también.
Mhm.
at gym, right? Now
Yeah.
that's a whole different thing. I mean,
And I was gonna, that's the second
mhm,
question kind of that Michelle had, because I asked her, because I was telling her like I'm gonna talk about it in the podcast. Like I wanted her to kind of give me the yeah, go for it type of thing, especially
mhm.
because I was gonna talk about her situation. But that was one of her questions, like, oh, what do you guys think would be an alternative to what they were doing without taking away exactly what they're doing, but maybe adding kind of like what Romero said, architecture, like having to add locker rooms, what Miguel said, and maybe another bathroom here, and having minimize the capacity of the bathrooms like that. That's something, honestly, I didn't think of that. When she asked, I was like, fuck, what could they do?
Shit, like why do we have locker rooms still? Like all you like most, and I'm speaking from a point of because I know not all schools have the same funds and all that, but
Mhm.
everybody's walking around with Chromebooks, tablets, Itzel, most of her work, like homework and everything, is done out of an iPad. So like thinking about like high school, I don't know how it works at high school yet now, but I'm
Well,
assuming
it's
things
like
are going digital.
PE, like PE, like physical education, gym.
Oh, I was thinking locker rooms, like hallway locker rooms. Why? Because
Oh,
then
no,
you
no.
utilize that space to
Yeah.
either create more classrooms, less classrooms, and
Ah,
then utilize the
oh,
space to then
oh.
create the bathrooms that are needed, creating the locker rooms that are needed, right? So swap one thing for the other to bring in inclusivity, but in a safe manner.
That's true.
Mhm. Wait,
Vote
so
for Romero,
are
dude.
all books are all books ebooks now? Like,
I'm sure they could be.
Most, not all of them, but most of them are.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
I
that's why
know
I'm like, do you need a locker
there's
room? Like you
still,
could
yeah.
just have your book bag and then you have your electronic.
I thought you were talking about like the locker rooms from like the
The gym?
gym, like
No.
Yeah, no,
people if you have a
you know
swimming,
what you're talking about.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
which I mean is another thing. Like, you know, would you do like a separate like locker room for those activities like PE? In this case for us we had swimming in Bogan, like, you know, and stuff like that.
Dude, can you guys believe I never got in that fucking pool? Not
I
one
never
time.
got in that pool.
I'm
either.
surprised you went to the school.
Okay, dude.
I don't blame you for not getting inside that pool, dude.
That pool was fucking green as a
Nasty,
motherfucker.
dude.
dude.
Yeah.
I
I
heard some
luckily had
stories about
PE
that
like
pool, dude.
first and second period. I did not ever see that like green ass water as
pool?
everybody talks
Oh,
about.
that's a hazy IPA right there, dude. Like, I
Yeah,
swear to
It
God.
is a hazy IPA.
That thing was hazy as fuck.
That's a double IPA right there, dude.
Dude, the worst part, freshman year, I had it as my last class, dude. 10th period.
Bien
So that
miada,
shit
dude.
was like, fuck,
Miada,
that
dude.
was, you're gonna have to beat me to fucking
Se
get in that
aventaba
pool.
tanque y era como de Dead Sea, ¿no? Solito flotaba.
Sí, güey. Sin saber, ¿no? Y salía así, hasta escupiendo el agua, como like a fountain.
Damn. That's fucking disgusting. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, but nonetheless, man, if there's anybody out there that's listening, obviously, again, I know it's a touchy subject, but if you guys are down to give an opinion as far as an alternative of something that they're able to do or integrate to the schools, you know, Romero came up with the locker room situation, kind of swap one for the other. Is there anything else you guys could think about, or are you guys okay with the actual decision and how they just kind of ruled it out like that?
So the way they rolled it out, I think it was done maybe not in the best way.
Mhm.
I understand that it got rolled out in like a full like CPS, right? Full Chicago schools, right? So like I understand that, you know, the schools maybe didn't give a chance to like no le dieron tiempo a las escuelas for them to reach out and be like, hey, you know, estos cambios van a pasar, ¿verdad? But I feel like what they should have done is like, hey, we're gonna start this, let's say next year, right? Next school year,
Mhm.
right? We're gonna assess how we're gonna do things. We're open for suggestions.
Yeah.
Like enough time for you to talk to your child, and enough time for them to actually like plan everything, right? Porque
And
like
provide resources, right? Like,
correct,
like
yeah.
weekly, printouts for parents to talk to their kids, like parent teacher conference, make sure it's brought up. Like, I think it would be a year's plan to inform parents that next year this is happening.
Yeah.
I did.
So
Not that I think about it, Bogan was ahead of its time, dude. They were for true equality, dude, or equality. Porque cerraban los pinches baños, güey, and they locked them, and nobody was able to use them. I remember my freshman year, los tenían abiertos todavía, and maybe like halfway through, they just started locking every washroom. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Y Bogan, I mean, you would find guys in the girls' bathroom, dude.
Mhm. Yeah.
trendsetters, dude.
Te digo.
trendsetters.
Trendsetters. Oh, okay.
Dude, like
Ya está Romero, no, ahí pinche con el domain, ya saben cómo es.
sí, dude.
I'm surprised he's not on it. Dude. Es que siente malito, dude, porque
Oh.
I mean, his fingers would have been working 100 miles per hour.
I think that Carla, no, next to him, like searching
Sí.
out the domains, dude.
She's listening, dude.
Yeah.
She's already on top of it.
And it's like .com or .net, no? Like Ron's like .com, nobody uses .net. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Sí. No te le va a ganar texto.
.gov si se puede, ¿no?
God damn. That
.gov sí se puede. Damn. Wow, muchachos, any closing opinions on that subject or?
No, dude, I think that the only thing I would say is as a parent, like obviously we have that responsibility to talk to our kids, try to get involved. Like so I know for a cheeky school, like the Mensa, right? Like I signed up for the what is it, the PTA stuff, but I have not gone to any of the fucking calls or nada.
Damn.
And I guess they're doing an election, you know, for or when they were doing the election for like who's gonna be the head of the PTA or whatever. I don't no sé cómo se le llama, right? I mandó an email if I wanted to run. I was like, dude, no
Oh,
ni
it's
he ido, dude. I have not gone to nothing, dude.
Como Miguel pensó que the whole time it was Papi Chulos Association. Not
Wait,
parenting.
what's the T for?
Como he's like, oh, I'm about to start my political career, no? Y de ahí-
Sí, güey. He was excited, dude, pero. Va, muchachos, pues we're hitting that 1 hour mark. Romero ya está muy cansado. It's really late over there. We do have. I don't know who's. You guys want to do the segment because I fuck it up.
Oh, pero te toca a ti, dude. Like, I'll introduce it for you, dude.
Nah, a mí no me toca. You wish.
This week is Miguel's turn to do historical happy hour. You asked him. That was the first thing you asked him right off the bat. Miguel, you got Triple H,
I did. Dude.
and talking about Triple H, the really good storyline going on right now. WWE.
Fuck it, dude. I know. I'm trying to get back into it.
Saw some of the TikToks about it.
Fire, dude.
It's definitely you know, bringing the Rock. It just like once you get the Rock cutting promos, it gives you that like Attitude Era feel.
See.
Because he's able to like respond like when he's doing interviews and just getting into the storyline of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like his timing is right on. So
Yeah, dude. It's pretty nice.
Is it heel, dude?
That's one little plug. If they want to listen to more wrestling podcast news, dude, they should head to where, dude?
if you want to hear about wrestling news, but never about WWE, we never talk about WWE. We rarely do. There's a lot of cool. Oh, okay. So I'll put this real quick. It's a sold out event, unfortunately, but so Revolution Brewery is partnering up with one of the local indie companies. The show is being produced by Warrior Wrestling, but it's all branded Revolution Brewery. That show sold out in 30 minutes. Angelica is already, you know, a fan of Two Heels and a Face, so.
Two heels to the face, dude. You gotta say it right, dude.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
But yeah, it's pretty cool to see. They even have so Revolution is they just launched, I believe, not long ago, a line of hazy IPAs, but they're like wrestling theme.
Mm-hmm. Nice, dude.
No. So it's all surrounding that. There might be a follow up event if it goes. I mean, seems like it's going well. It's sold out in 30 minutes.
Oh shit!
So Revolution Brewery is definitely getting behind some indie wrestling.
Hell yeah, dude. Are you gonna go to that show or I know you said it sold out, but I don't know if you.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll definitely be there.
Okay.
He's gonna be a special referee, dude.
He's gonna be a wrestler, dude.
No,
Va a ser con su chaleco también en calzones, ¿no? Ahí con Stone Cold, ¿no?
Compa Chris. He's gonna be part of the new roster.
C16, ¿no? Ahí está, va a estar C16 ahí. He's gonna be, but instead of flipping everybody off, he's gonna be like, killing them with
Just an over could blackmail him, no?
Give a little okie dokie, no?
Okay, dude, funny because I picture doing that. I swear to God, dude. Va, pues Miguel, come on. Hit it off with
historical happy hour.
I got two for you guys today. So I got a fun fact and I got an FYI.
FYI, dude?
Yeah, FYI.
Okay.
So the first one, what do you think is the spirit that sells out the most worldwide? Is it, like, could it be whiskey? Could it be vodka? Could it be rum?
Oh, pensé cuando dice Spirit, dije, La Llorona.
No, eso nada más de México, dude.
Wait, by the way, there is that tequila Tears of La Llorona. Have you seen it?
no,
Hell yeah, dude!
It's
I
like a
wanted
$400 bottle.
400.
400. Yeah.
God damn,
So,
dude.
sometimes you could get it for 250. Sometimes, but it's not very often. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
so yeah, like if you're thinking tequila, if you're thinking
I was gonna say
whiskey or vodka, you're wrong, dude.
Shit.
Apparently, the number one is Beiju. So Beiju is a Chinese what's it called, spirit. The alcohol is about between 20 to 35% alcohol,
Fuck.
and 99% of the Beiju stays in China, so it's not even imported outside of the country.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Y aún así,
Ah,
it
pues
is
son un
the
chingo,
most
güey. Ahí se los
bought.
toman todos ellos.
Sí, güey, and then the other one, the
Más
FYI,
solos.
like I don't know if you guys seen in TikTok everywhere. It's been like Batanga, like the week and Batanga month and all this.
Mhm.
Did you guys know that all that was all these influencers went to Mexico? They went to a distillery or una tequila allá in Mexico, and then when they went there, they went to a bar, and they were like, "Oh, like we want something with algo para tomar que tenga tequila." So el bartender le hizo una botanga. So from there, they're like, "Damn, they really liked it." So they're like, "You know what? Let's see if we can get it to trend." Everybody, all the influencers that were there, they're like, "We're all gonna go back to the US. We're all gonna make a video talking about batanga. So like, we're gonna see how much we could get it to trend." And that shit trended so much that
Yeah.
for like I had thought about doing it for
Aquí nos estamos peleando, ¿no? A ver
Trail,
quién lo,
and then I found out Tank wanted to do it too. Then
Yo
we
lo vi
found out
primero,
Johnny
¿no?
Boy wanted to do it too, dude.
I wanted
So
to do it.
yeah,
Que
dude.
viene
So
siendo la
all of
Cuba,
that.
¿no?
Well, depende. Si no usas el mismo cuchillo que cortaste los limones, entonces no lo hiciste bien, dude.
That's good. That's the thing, dude. That all the influencers or whoever's introducing the damn thing on TikTok, well, because that's where I seen it, is you have to steer it at the end with the same fucking knife that you cut it.
Pues eso, el señor
Corta
nunca
la-
existió, güey.
El batanga, ¿no?
No, porque ya te dicen, like, oh, you have to do it how. I forgot the dude's names. Like,
Yeah,
como
supposedly, yeah, he did exist.
No.
Yeah, he
He
did
created
exist.
it. That's something
Solo
that he did
existió,
create.
dude, en
Yeah.
el sueño.
Yeah, so like that, obviously that's a popular. It was a popular drink in Mexico at one point, and like obviously people know it here in the U.S.
Mhm.
But when all these tequila influencers went over there, and they tried it, they're like, you know what, let's get it to trend. So
Mhm.
that's the reason why it's been on all over the
Everywhere.
For You pages and TikTok, all over in
No lie,
Instagram
bro.
and all that.
No fucking.
It was
lie.
all because these influencers were like, we like the drink so much, we wanted it to get popular.
Ya ves, dude, si usas una spoon, es un charro negro, dude. Pero si agarras el cuchillo, apparently ya cambia de nombre, dude.
Sí,
So,
dude. The more you know.
yeah.
Good stuff, Miguel.
Ponle, dude.
See, bring. Sparkles, no? And rainbow.
I'll work on that.
Thanks, dude. You already got the sound for me, dude. So
See, historical facts.
Okay.
It's gonna have a new soundtrack because of Johnny Boy.
I did
Oh,
give
shit,
him.
is it?
Hold on. First of all, I did give him a suggestion to change
Yeah.
the theme, the song, the Black Panther, Pink Panther song. Black Panther. No? Hey, you guys know I've been off today, boys. Sorry, it's just one of those days. I did give him a song, but he didn't care, so he never put it on.
No he tenido tiempo, perdóname. O sea,
Okay.
Es una canción
Sorry,
de Luis Miguel,
it's in
¿no?
the works, dude.
Canción de Luis Miguel. No sé tú,
No, dude.
randomly.
Pero ahí te van unos historical facts, ¿no? Like,
No, dude, it's Johnny Boy singing, no?
Relax. Vamos, muchachos, pues ya,
Es
let's
que
go.
ves que Johnny Boy también, he wants to launch his career as a singer.
ni
So
siquiera.
he's like, voy a hacer el
This is my
podcast, dude.
opportunity.
No.
Como vio a.
Cuando se haga el
Usher.
duet, dude, de Tank y Johnny Boy, dude.
Ah,
Oh.
Tank no se anima, dude. I would do it. If Tank se anima, sí, I would do it.
no, pero tengo que estar pedo, ¿no? Si no.
No. I'll be down with it, dude, pero
Ya
pues,
como
ya,
ahora en Zero Destiny's Child van a querer ser Don Omar y Romeo Santos.
Calderón?
Teo Calderón, dude.
I don't know where you were going. I don't know if it was Bandolero or you were going with the
I know.
AJO, dude.
Pues,
Either way, it's
que
not
gusten,
wrong.
dude.
Yeah, either way, it's not wrong. Wow, chicos, give me that prompt so I could go ahead and sign us off.
Oh,
Oh, you know, I didn't think you had to read it, dude.
Oh no, it's just for safety purposes. Rate, review, subscribe. All links can be found at todostamalpodcast.com.
es para que los viewers lo vean, ¿no?
Yeah, dude. Para que sepan que está puesto. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Facebook. Just Facebook. Don't forget about the fucking group. The group's not non-existent. It's just there at Todostamalpod. Just hit the damn follow button. Yeah.
It's free, ¿no? Se te olvidó.
Free.com, dude. ¿Viene el Romero de volada?
Sí.
Quitándole el Facebook group.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, before you know it, dude, ya nomás va a ser, pues ahí si quieren ver. You want to listen.
Wow, muchachos, pues this concludes, no? I have nothing
Yeah,
else.
this concludes Monday Night Live again,
Again, dude.
episode 113.
113. Cheers.
Nos
you guys.
vemos next Monday.
No tengo
Oh,
nada.
salud, salud.
El Gatorade de la semana pasada.